The next song is Where We Are Now. When you hear the words Where We Are Now, do you think more about how far you have come or about the girl who never thought this kind of peace was possible?
Oh, wow. I'm trying to think about that. I think that it's more that I never thought this was possible. I don't think I ever thought that I would feel peaceful and at ease and uh, not tortured. Um, so, yes, I think it's about feeling pretty darn happy that I don't feel tortured all the time, as I did for many years.
The next song is, and I love this song by the way too. Is that, I mean, I love all your songs, but I really, really like this one. Is that the hill you want to die on? What hill did you finally decide was no longer worth dying on? Proving yourself, pleasing people, protecting the family story, or staying silent?
Yeah, so is that the hill you want to die on is actually it's me talking to somebody else and it was kind of unrelated. I had gotten in a disagreement with somebody who I had a long relationship with and basically they put their foot in the sand and they were like, "Okay, like if you don't do it this way, like we're done and I can't like have this relationship with you anymore." And I was like, okay, like then we're done. And I was just surprised that they decided to die on that hill. And it actually also came from therapy because I was in with Barry and I was like, I was telling the story about this. And he was like, God, I was surprised. I'm surprised that that was the hill they wanted to die on. He said that. And I was like, oh, wait, that's a song lyric because I do that all the time. Like in my phone, that's a song lyric. And yeah, I think it is like a generally applicable, you know, sometimes people just decide to die on that hill. And I think I saw it more as like the song as like a cautionary tale to people like just be careful what hill you decide to die on because once you decide like and you're dead, there's no going back and it's like I think there's like it goes like narrow minds don't compromise. You raised your voice and buried mine. Like if you have a narrow mind, you cannot find the middle ground. And if your voice is too loud, you cannot hear the other person talking. And I also felt like it kind of generally applied to like the state of the world or the state of the country right now. Like people's voices are so loud that they don't hear the other people talking. And if your mind is so narrow, you cannot find a common ground. And so, like, that kind of was what the song was about, where, like, yeah, like, just a lot of hills are not worth dying on. And when you choose to die on that hill, you often lose more than what you gained.
Yeah, that was so beautifully said. Again, I really, really loved that song. I probably played it a few
Thanks.
times,
Thank you.
and I know you wanted to touch on your song, so that's why you drafted up these. And I
Yeah, I
was
appreciate
like,
that. I love the songs you chose and I love I love that you listen. Like the biggest joy for me is when somebody actually like listens and like I tell people like like if you actually listen to one of my songs and call me and you're like, "Yeah, I love this or I love that." Like I I mean that's the best. That's the best thing ever.
yeah,
I love that. And so thank you so much for listening
yeah, of
and really
course.
listening.
And
Yeah.
again, I like my main intention before our conversation when we were going back and forth is my main intention was to do a screen recording and actually play your music. And then after I
Yeah.
really started to think about it, I was like, wait, I'm gonna get demonetized. I might like I don't know how
Yeah,
this is gonna
yeah.
work,
Well,
you know?
everyone, yeah, who's ever watching can go find it. Can go find
Yeah.
my music.
And I was like, yeah, I can get like a formal letter and get the okay for it. But I was like, do I do I really want to go or should we go through that process, you know?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
But
it.
that's why I drafted up this. But is there any song in particular before we're getting towards the end of the episode? Is there any
Yeah.
song in particular you would want to share a story on?
Oh, wow. I always feel like I'm in the midst of writing a new song. So I always feel like the song I'm currently writing is always like, sometimes people say, like, what's your favorite song? And I always feel like the song that I'm currently working on is always my favorite song. And
Because you have
so
a
I,
song being released Friday, right? Tomorrow.
yeah, I have a song being released Friday, and it's called I'm Smashing Your Phone. And which is a funny song title, but it's basically about and actually this kind of like applies to what we were talking about. It's somebody like showing you affection and you smashing their phone. It goes, I'm smashing your phone so you never call. Like, I wish you didn't care at all. The sweeter you talk, the more than I want. Like, you know, I can't say no to all the sugary stuff. Like, it's like the sweeter you talk, it's like, I'm going to want it and then you're not going to be there. So it's like the fear of like opening yourself up and then that other person not being there. And so, but I put it into like a fun pop song called I'm Smashing Your Phone. I'm smashing your phone so you never call. So that was actually a really fun song to write. And it went through like actually a million different like lyrics. I'm trying to think what it was originally. I don't remember, but usually I don't like rewrite a lot, but this one went through a lot of rewrites. So yeah, I'm actually really excited about this.